What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Team Arc Creators Under Night 2 Izumi Zumi tournament, here with a bunch of Team Arc creators in the bracket. I am Cookie, joined by one of the goats himself, Lid. Lid, how are we doing today?
Doing great, Cookie. Very happy to be here. It's an honor to be casting alongside you and also for the Team Arc Creator program. Cookie, can you maybe tell us a little bit about the program?
Yeah, so the broadcast today is brought to you by Arcsys Works and Gameside, who have teamed up to bring you all the Team Arc Creators program. Arcsys Works is calling on content creators, cosplayers, artists, and the like to submit their application to be part of this fantastic program. Help us bolster our community and work with us to improve our roadmap towards the future. Submit your application for Team Arc Creators today at creators.arcsystemworks.com. Remember, that is creators.arcsystemworks.com if you are interested in joining the Team Arc Creators program. But Lid, what do we think about the bracket that we have here for this Izumi Zumi tournament?
The bracket looks great. You know, we do have our Team Arc Creators pulling up, which means we have a lot of community members who are here. It gives us a big variety because we also have people, you know, coming in from other Arc System Works games. Maybe don't play Uni a ton, but are here to support and also just have a good time mashing some buttons in Uni. So we're going to see a variety of skill levels. You know, we do have the Evo champion maybe in the bracket.
True.
And we do have some people who have not played a ton of Uni. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see a big variety of skill levels. You know, we'll see which character Defiant feels like pulling out today. You never know what you're going to get.
It's got to be the Izumi. He was streaming an hour before the bracket talking about Izumi. It's got to be the Izumi.
Yeah, well, I think like Izumi has been such a big success as a character. Like everyone I know was like at least trying the character. Like no one was like looking at the character like, no, it's not for me. Like there's a little something for everyone. I feel like with Izumi, the way she's designed, her buttons feel really good. She's got that, you know, anime art style everyone really likes. It's pretty hard to not at least try out the character. She's very fun. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
No, for sure. She's definitely like in my top 3 of like the new release characters. Just like overall like kit, aesthetic, like what she does like for her powers and all that. I think the water looks great, and I know that can be a very easy thing to mess up. Because water effects are pretty difficult, and even in like you watch anime, it's like the same thing. So I think she looks great. Like I think her IWEX is one of the best in the game.
Yeah, they did an amazing job with her sprite work, and all the like recent Uni characters look fantastic. I love seeing, you know, the sprite work art style still alive in the big 2025. Love to see the representation, especially again as you said with Izumi, very just like such a smooth looking character. Like everything kind of just flows into each other. The combos look great. Love the little bubble effects. The fish is pulling up. You know, there's just something for everyone. It's just hard to bat an eye away.
I mean, we still got sprites in the big 2025 because we technically still have a character on the horizon. We don't know what it is, but we know it's coming.
Yeah, Kamone did say, the main developer for Under Night did mention that they are working on a new character. That is about pretty much all the news we have right now, but definitely keep your eyes on the future for Under Night, because pretty much every update we get is always adding some really nice quality of life feature. Like we've got like the replay takeover plus now that you can replay takeover your replay takeover, so you can like really go deep with like adding counterplay options to like, you know, characters you might be struggling with. There's a great like variety of ways you can learn the game. Like the tutorials are really good. The training mode has, you know, save states pretty much every option you could ask for, the frame data display. It's really appreciated. It's really nice. It definitely makes our lives easier.
I mean, tons of players and content creators like yourself have been pushing out a lot more content, and even like Google Docs and things like that, and making sure the wiki is super updated. That I think like the easiest time to get into Under Night is right now. Even if the game seems very daunting, it's like there is so many resources if you are willing to put in the work.
Yeah, the community's been doing a great job. You know, it's really nice. You know, we've got the rollback netcode. You know, a lot more players just have eyes on the game. They've done a great job creating content that for a variety of skill levels. You know, we've got the really in-depth stuff, and we've got the really basic, you know, this is how you should be teching throws. And, you know, it's nice to just have so much of a variety of options there.
Yeah. But it looks like both players are in the lobby. It is going to be Defi versus VotumStellarum. Please give us the Izumi mirror, but also the color that Votum is using looks very nice. That's not a default, is it? I don't remember her having that as a default color.
Yeah, it might be a custom color, which is, again, another awesome feature in this game.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really nice. But yeah, it is an Izumi mirror. Might not be the only Izumi mirror we see today. But we'll see what the Evo champion can cook up here.
I mean, he played Izumi at the big Florida regional we had at the end of August. And he ended up winning that over like Omni, Andre, and the Texas Hammers, so definitely has the sauce.
We are swinging with our water moves. I like it. Good blocks on the overhead. Nice backdash punish.
Yeah, charge 5C can be really hard to deal with. If you don't interrupt it, she kind of just gets gapless high lows off of it, and it's kind of really annoying. So great backdash from Votum. What a match, though.
Good combo here. Nice.
What's the combo? What do we got for the ender? Do we bubble up? Oh. No, we just go for corner carry.
Oh, +1 on the Rekka. I like the guard thrust. Use those defensive options to get out, but here comes the bubble. Oh, but my bubbles are better. No combo. Oh, it's a one-touch situation. Oh my god.
Oh my
god! What a pickup on the increased JC. That was amazing.
That was absolutely crazy. 66C finds the anti-air again. 66C finds a counter hit again. Yeah, we do get a full confirm even off the ending Rekka there.
Oh, tries to go for the shimmy, but the force function works.
Oh, don't veil off in response. Don't veil off in response.
Oh. Yeah, the EX bubble, you gotta use a projectile or projectile deleting move to get rid of it.
It's a 2-hit durability, right?
I'm not sure, actually. You also notice using that force function in neutral, sometimes Izumi has the big fish next to her, and that lets her do some more options on her Rekkas and in neutral.
Yeah, she does get the access to the 2-button DP, but contrary to popular belief, it's probably one of the worst in the game, just based on frame data and all that, and the range that it goes. So, you know, a good balance.
Double bubble
beam.
I like it.
Yo, Piplup going crazy.
Oh no, pick up off the 66B, but the 66B from Defiant. Is it enough? Oh, missed up the spacing.
Yo, oh yeah, the force function's gonna catch the air special as Defi goes up 1 game in the set.
Yeah, you mentioned, the 1-button DP might not have the best hitbox, the best frame data, but it's still a 1-button DP at the end of the day. So you see your opponent do something, you can kind of quickly hit those buttons, and Defiant showing that off pretty well.
66B round start to clip the legs, Shades of Mika. Wait.
Ooh, whiff punish on the fish little dash there in neutral.
I didn't know you could get a pickup off of that. I did not know back into that special. Oh, the onion ring.
The throw. Oh yeah, 2-on-4 BC, the EX bubble beam, very strong move.
That's probably the best EX special in her arsenal.
Oh, and doesn't get the full punish on the DP.
Oh, what a jump. We get a hit. 1 more hit away. The wake up force function to get you off of me. Onion ring. Oh no, you're dead.
Oh. Defiant should be able to finish up this round, but drops the combo. It's 1 touch either way, but no chain shift to save yourself on the EX fireball. Defiant looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, 1 round away, finds another counter hit with 66C. A pretty good move for low crushing. Just a little high on the startup, so you do really have to preempt it. But once you're in the air, good luck trying to anti-air with like anything low enough.
Oh my gosh, that was terrifying. Good block from Votum though. And the mash out as well. Looking very good.
Nah, get out of the air. Oh, but the force function in response to the immediate chain shift means we're getting a full combo with a push to the corner. That up.
Ooh, nice. Good patience from Defiant there to use the fish follow-up. I think if we spend everything... Oh no, these combo drops. Oh, but we confirm into the EX bubble. Defiant looking pretty good, up 2-0 in the set.
Yeah, he wanted the double bubble beam.
Gotta love the double bubble beam.
Alright, game number 3. Oh my man, immediate wreck around start.
You can definitely notice the range on Izumi's normals and some of these specials are pretty big. They give her a lot of good options against a lot of the cast poke and neutral.
Under Night is the game of full screen normals. So of course the new character has a plethora of them that go like 50 and 75% of the screen.
Oh, we are mashing that one button DP and the chain shift for the full combo as well. Not a ton of damage, but get the positioning, get the meter, very nice.
Nice, that extra corner carry there with the follow-up after that Rekka.
Ooh! Avoided the EX bubble, Oki.
Oh, that was cool. You got it. You got it. The chain shift a little late to give Defi the Vorpal, but we do have a hit in the corner. No, we let him out.
Oh, the force function CS putting in so much work for Defiant right now. Ooh, 2C confirmed. Nice. Very nice. Defiant now on set point.
Round start EX bubble beam. All right, the double bubble is double the trouble, but we find the hit with the 2-2B to connect from full screen.
Oh my gosh, the air J236 barely catching.
That's actually not a bad starter. Wow. That did way more damage than I thought. She did 3.5 off of that. How? What?
And maybe the CS helped with the skilling. Oh my gosh, whiff punish with the fish dash overhead.
We got a setup here? Yeah, we do.
Double bubble. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, what a bash! Oh, but no combo.
Rising JA, but another hit. Finds the run up 2A. We go into Infinite Worth. You do get a follow-up off of this.
We got the chain shift, but we get hit with the shield trying to get it out. Defiant gonna go 3-0 against VotumStellarum here.
Yeah, really great stuff. I'm glad that the first set of the tournament, or of the top 8, we do get the Izumi mirror so y'all can see what we were working with if you didn't end up catching the Izumi showcase bracket that we ended up doing at EVO at the Arcsys booth. That one was very funny as well.
Yeah, very nicely done to Votum. You know, Defiant again, EVO champion, Votum kind of pulling up. You know, Izumi looks cool. I want to press some buttons. Like, doesn't even got the full combos. Like, some of those rounds were kind of close. Like, let's be real for a second. That definitely could have been a game towards Votum there. But very nicely done to Defiant. We'll be moving on to winners finals. Our next match is going to be MadameRin versus Be at Ease, aka Jushichi, if you've heard of him, known as the Akatsuki player, but we might be seeing some Aurier today. That's what it looks like in the lobby.
Oh, true. Hovering the Aurier. I mean, Ju's been playing who knows how many characters at this point, because like the Aurier has been in the works, the Hilda's been in the works.
Yeah.
Obviously, like Akka is the mainstay. I think there's one more character. I'm trying to remember who it was that he was experimenting with.
I don't know. It was probably just Izumi, to be honest. Lots of people have been pressing buttons on her. Don't know if we'll see. Again, the players aren't required to play Izumi for this bracket. But you know, we are celebrating her addition to the game because she is such a great addition.
Yeah, she is a lot of fun. Hey, we get another one coming up to bat. The Izumi versus the Aurier is gonna be a fun one. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
I like it. Thank you, Jushichi. I love it.
We're committing to the bit. We're committing to the bit.
I think I saw Rin posted that they have like, I think like under an hour on the game. So they're coming in pretty fresh, but couldn't resist some Izumi gaming and more Izumi action with the mirror. We've got Rin versus Be at Ease.
All right. Now these are default colors. I recognize both of these. 6-6B round start. Oh no. The jump in finds the connection. Small combo from Ju, pushed all the way into the corner.
It looks like Jushichi also working out some of their own combos.
Woo! Oh, imagine if the 660 connected there. That would have been very funny. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Should be enough to kill. Yeah, the 6XP after the EX Rekka.
First round to Jushichi.
Jump scare bubble beam.
Yeah, that move is has like no hurt box on it too, so it can be very hard to counter poke in neutral.
Yeah, the A1 is so fast, like right in that mid screen, and then the B1 traveling until it finds the connection zone. It's like, damn.
Okay, nice little combo. I like the use of the steer under the wake up Iwex. It's not fast enough though, but no full punish from Jushichi. We find the next hit anyways though. Puts Jushichi up 1 game.
Yeah, I tried to go into the Sivo right at the end, just in case it didn't kill. But ends up working out. Game 1 to Jushichi.
We're taking a second here. Looks like, you know, both players kind of trying to figure out what combo routing is possible. I do like Rinrin's combo routing of doing like it's like the BB, CC, and then just steer ender. You know, keep it pretty simple. I know if you're watching this, the combos can get a little crazy in this game, but as long as you can hit your opponent and get a knockdown, then you can do anything.
Nice.
Okay,
Oh, got green shield though. Still ends up winning the Vorpal cycle.
Okay, a little confirm there with the CS. Oh, we're swinging, we're swinging. Oh, yeah, she can use her force function mid combo, which is really cool because it also will give her the fission fall. Guard thrust out of the corner. I like it. Changed it for the combo. Nice conversion, a little 2.7. Oh, and the meaty bubble. Jushichi looking clean right now.
Yeah, great start to the round. We start off with EX Bubble Beam to secure the neutral. Wake up Veil off from Rinrin though.
Back to the neutral. I like the jump over the low. Izumi does have that 2B really good long range low, so I like going the jump option.
Ooh-wee. 2-2X footsies, 2-2X set. Yeah, the fish does end up coming out of the water after a slight delay, so you do have to be wary about that when there is a puddle on the ground.
Ooh, brave wake up mash there. Puts us back in neutral.
Oh my god, I did not know that move interacted that way.
Oh, big meaty. Oh, we found our way out. Oh, but the A Rekka CS confirmed from Jushichi. Gives you enough time to recognize if they hit or block. And Jushichi was able to do that to put themselves up 2-0 in the set.
Yeah, one more away. I had no idea that her air 236 actually like just sucked them into the whole animation when you hit like that. Just ripped her off of the ground.
It's got a bit of a vacuum effect, which is nice for consistency.
Okay, gonna be a small combo. We go into the Veil off to secure the fishy, which means we do get the 3rd stage Rekka follow-ups whenever the fish is out.
Yeah, it's bubble time. Oh, just duck on the head. The bubble's coming back though. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. Jushichi now on set point.
Oh my god. That was that 5C that just anti-aired the jump in?
Yeah, Zumi 5C, very good button.
Oh! How did you 3D that?
EX bubble. Good blocks. Ooh, and the throw to get out.
Defensive throw. Gives Jushichi corner control. The bubble is set. The pressure is happening. Bubble beam into CS. That was crazy. Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. Nah, he was going for something crazy.
Jushichi looking like those bubble guns that you see at events.
Oh, the 5B beating the 6B. Just barely quick enough. Jushichi B at E is going to be taking it 3-0 over Rinrin.
Yeah, really good stuff The 3-0. We get the double Izumi to start the top 8. I hope maybe we get that going into losers. I think it'd be really funny for this to be the all Izumi bracket, even though it's not necessary for you to play Izumi. But I'm glad that at least the first 2 sets of top 8 have been the Izumi mirror. Big fan of that. Congrats to Rin for making it top 8 winner side. They still have one more match on the loser side. But now we get Defi versus Jushichi in winners finals, which is gonna be a very funny set.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. I don't know if we'll see Jushichi stick with the Zumi, you know, going up against the Evo champion. But we'll see. That will definitely be a very great set. Definitely look forward to that one. But as you were saying, we are going to be hopping over to our loser side next. We're going to be having Ultima and Boardman. Don't know which characters these players play. You know, our commentary bias, we'd love to see some more Izumi. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know if the players are listening in, but you know, if you're thinking about it, maybe put some Izumi on the screen. I don't know.
Last time, if this is the same Ultima that I'm thinking of, they played Tsurugi.
Okay.
So I'm curious if that's going to be the case again. But last I checked, Ultima was playing Sonic Crossworlds. So who knows how much time they've been putting in.
Yeah,
if this is the same Ultima that I'm thinking of.
I do see Boardman hopping in the lobby. They were on Gordo, swapping to the Izumi. So I'm liking what I'm seeing already.
Yeah, I saw on their stream that they were hovering Gordo. I was like, okay.
Yeah, some of these players are streaming their POVs, so if you want to see some more of their matches, also go check out their POVs. Shout out to Team Art Creators.
Yeah, for sure. I guess this is a default color because she looks like a rocket pop. Like, I look like I'm gonna go purchase this out of an ice cream truck.
This is this color was added when Uni was added to the on Nintendo Switch. These are the Joy-Con colors.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When we got Uniclear, there was 5 more colors added, and this was the last one.
That's funny. I was like, she looks like a rocket pop. Like, I just think ice cream when I'm looking at this.
It's a cool color because like on some characters like Linnea, her swords are always the same color, but on the Switch color, they're like, it's like she's holding 2 Joy-Cons. She's got 2 different colored swords. It's pretty great. I do see 2 Izumis. I do love the rose color we've got here. Very cool.
It's cinema. 3 sets in a row, the Izumi mirror. It's cinema.
We are going in Boardman and Ultima. It is again in the Izumi mirror. We've got more fish, more bubbles coming up.
Hell yeah. 3 sets in a row, the Izumi mirror. I love to see that. All right. I'm a big fan of Ultima's Izumi color. I do like that color spread.
Oh. See that one button DP coming out. As you were talking about earlier, not the best range on it, you know, but it's sure to land its mark at some point.
What a jump! No, Bubble Beam ends up catching. It's super effective.
Oh, we're doing it back.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Keep doing it. Keep running the blender. Oh no.
Oh, nice confirm into the EX. Okay, I like it.
Oh, nice.
Right over the 2-2 follow up.
Oh. Backdash the force function. The fish is out. Boardman can do some real tricks here. Uh-oh.
Nice 5A to catch that landing there. Ultima taking the first round.
Nice. Great start from Boardman. Finds another 5B to connect. Oh, in response though. Huh?
Oh, using the air dash? Oh, the stuff.
Yeah, that is another thing Izumi has. When she has the fish out, and she does forward and the force function button, she will do an air dash, both in the air and on the ground. Whatsies.
Oh, yeah, 6-6E, a bit of a slow move, but since it advances forward so much, it's very good at catching back dash. Good blocks. Ooh, big press. We got the bubble on the screen. Able to block it out.
Oh my god.
Well.
Yo, 5B is putting in so much work. 6XB though. Great connection.
Ooh, tick throw? Oh, it doesn't have the combo throw though. Actually gets punished for it. Ultima gonna take advantage of that.
Oh my god, the bait! Force function gets baited as Boardman takes game number 1. Great patience.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a decent number of force functions on both sides, so I like the adaptation there. Very nice. Also, we're on one of the new stages, and we have the Zumi theme in the background. It's peak.
It's peak. And the construction zone. God, that actually caught the assault is crazy. Bubble beam. Great press.
Oh, I love structuring the neutral around the 5BB. We're trying to figure out the combo. Unfortunately, that is not the answer.
Push full screen, set the 2-2B. We got the fishy now. There's the air dash, but it gets sniped by the onion ring.
Yeah, nice confirm there too on the increase 236.
Oh, force function. Don't do it back.
Oh! Also worth mentioning, when you have the fish, because you get access to the air dash, you actually lose access to that DP. Though it usually doesn't come up too often.
Yeah. Especially because you end up losing the fish so often, especially when like you get hit. So it's like, a lot of the times you are going to have that force function when you want it.
Oh, I like that block string, using the advancing 5BB and then just going into a 280 stay safe.
What a pickup! Huge! Run up throw. Doesn't get the wall bounce for the corner, but we still have pressure. Nice 5B on defense.
Oh, the empty jump.
Onion ring.
Oh! Whiff punish with the force function. Oh, nice frame trap. That was so good.
Should
Oh,
be
the
able to kill
660
here.
connected.
Oh, full combo! Let's go! Boardman found the routing that they needed. Is up 2-0 in the set.
That routing was sick. On the big counter hit starter too, they were like, yeah, this route's gonna work. I love that.
Get that bubble out of here. There's only one Empoleon for these streets.
Oh no, they were going for a crazy route. Nice jump over the sweep.
Oh, fine. Charge 5C finds the anti-air. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It was a little too late for the pickup there, but oh, we are swinging back and forth. Yeah, Zumi's charge 5C puts her airborne, which lets her do some pretty cool pressure stuff.
Yeah. Nice. Rekka finds the assault yet again. We're throwing out onion rings. I'm feeling hungry.
There's that increased 5C. Gives you a nice pressure reset.
Rekka finds the connection again. We go through with the B follow-up. That is the B follow-up, right? The dash through?
Yes.
Yeah, because C is the overhead and then A is the dashing low, but that's actually a mid.
Oh, straight into the bubble, but no confirm. Oh, and the whiff punish on the 3C. Set points for Boardman.
We're gonna find another 3-0 in this bracket so far. Nice force function to keep yourself safe. 2B though. 3C anti-air huge.
Nice little extension there. Okay, just spin the bar. If it's gonna work, it works. One touch away. Oh, the throw catching out the startup of some button there. Boardman locking in for that 3-0.
Good stuff across the board. There was some good stuff there. And obviously, the winner of that has to fight MadameRin, so it's going to be another Izumi mirror that we are going to see later on. But before that, we do have a losers quarters match coming up with VotumStellarum versus Kurono-Oki, who also was in the last Team Art Creators Under Night bracket. They were the Carmine that I fought, I'm pretty sure. Very good Carmine, definitely one of the online net players that has been playing for a while, like definitely like several years at this point. Like I remember their name. I wonder if they'll pick the Izumi too.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen Kuronooki not play Carmine, actually.
Yeah.
They pretty much, like, for their stream, though, they play a different fighting game pretty much every day of the week. So it's really cool to see them hop between games each day, you know, different flavor each day. But, you know, they do always come back to the Under Night. So if you do like that variety, again, that's another Team Arc creator you can check out, go say hello. You can watch their POV as well, watch their VOD. But yeah, I've never seen them play a different character, so I don't know if we're gonna see Izumi. I think again, as we were saying earlier, like I think everyone's tried Izumi, so I wouldn't be surprised. There is some semblance of like kind of the Oki that she can run similar to Carmine, where like teching the throw can be really scary. You got the EX bubble, Carmine's got the bomb on the ground, so it is kind of similar. You know, could maybe pique his interest as well. We'll have to see.
I mean, 22x, it kind of all works out. I don't know.
Yeah, a couple of throw shimmy tools for Izumi for sure. There's not like compared to other fighting games, like your big mix-up in Under Night is going to be strike throw, because a lot of the the overheads and stuff are pretty reactable once you get to a higher level of play. So having a character who revolves around strike throw is pretty good, and Izumi is definitely able to put some pretty terrifying throw situations on the screen.
Yeah, for sure. She's also, I mean, the shimmy's probably not amazing because her backdash frame data is maybe a little lacking, but the good thing about her backdash and her normals is it doesn't put her out of the effective range of most of her buttons. Like backdash 5B is great, backdash 2B is great, backdash 5C will almost always connect. So it's definitely not a bad decision to go for the shimmy when you want to.
And if you have the bubble backing up your throw shimmy, then you can just like jump or like run up, walk back a little bit. Like you don't have to get too crazy with it. It's very, very good. And it looks like I see Kuronooki on the Izumi. They played the character when like they've got a color picked. Like they've got the default color locked in. Character select, just pick the character. It's already there. Another Izumi mirror. We've got Kuronooki and VotumStellarum.
Another first of 3 set. I'm glad that across the board so far we've seen nothing but the Izumi mirror, but holy, these colors are almost so similar.
They really are.
Yeah, the only thing that differentiates them basically is the scarf being the switch colors.
Yeah, also fun fact, if you notice when Izumi has the fish, the scarf is gone. That's because the fish is the scarf.
Yeah, the fish transforms. You got the real world counterpart and the powered up counterpart. Oh. Okay. Bubble beam, nice footsies, the walk back into the 5V, and Kuronooki's got some combos.
Ooh. Needless? Nah, you gotta spend some bar, but very nice routing, 3.8, very good.
Kuronooki was ready. Kuronooki, when this character came out, was labbing. They're like, I'm ready for this Team Art Creators Izumi tournament.
Yeah, I was saying, I've only seen them on Carmine, maybe, I don't know, but nah, they're showing it right now.
Nice. Doesn't secure the Vorpal cycle, so Votum does have that on Wake Up. I like the guard thrust there. Get off of me.
Oh, we got so many fish on the screen, and we're in!
It's looking like the revolving sushi bar. Oh!
Oh, what a pickup. Oh my god. This works? Oh!
You're dead, right?
Like,
yeah, go for the infinite worth.
Very nice
the
routing.
Ultra Wave. Yeah, that was crazy good. Definitely has the pickups going absolutely crazy.
Yeah, the increase B-Rekka is very nice. It has a very big hitbox. It's a little bit slow, but it can be really good at stuffing that air approach. And you get a pickup just like that. I like this pickup that Kuronooki's going for as well, because it has a lot of range on it, so it's very consistent at a lot of different hits.
Ice Pipe B again to stuff the run-up! Like, man's just playing footsies. Oh, we'll get that fish out of here, though.
Oh, we're punished. Oh, we got the confirm.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
What a tech though. We're safe. We're alive. We're not alive. Are you dead? Oh no!
Oh, the drop. Is it gonna be enough? No, it's not. One more touch.
Yes, it is.
Throw. Oh, and the combo with the 5A. It's barely enough. Nicely done.
That's what we needed. That's what we needed to get back into the set. Chrono finds another 5B though. It's gonna be a good combo. Do we go for a setup here with the EX bubble? We drop it though. Another chance at life.
Oh, double bubble setup. Oh, yeah, that's that situation that is just so hard to take a throw in.
Alright, guess for game. You just died. Could go into Sivo if we wanted to. We don't even need to spend the meter. The combo throw is too strong as Corono ties up the round. What?
Oh my, look at it! It's huge and the full confirm. Oh my god.
Oh my god! What a hitbox!
Oh, not enough bounces for the
fish.
follow-up.
Oh.
Did we mash out and drop combo? Very nice.
2B though, huge. Great big button. Onion ring finds the connection. We set the B fish. Nice. The 2-2C set gives you time to run up to get the full combo as Corono goes up 2-0 in the set.
Looking pretty good. Definitely showing that they're more than just a Carmine player, you know?
True. Nice. What a round start. Full jump. JC finds the connection. Corono puts Votum in the corner early on.
Ooh. Getting a little tricky with the jump in there. Oh, the spacing.
Nice. Yeah, you do get a pickup off of most of her third Rekka follow-ups. So great 5A connection there. How much are we willing to spend on this?
Oh, baiting the VO with the 2-2C.
You got put in a weird fish sandwich with the EX bubble and the 2-2 set. Bubble set again?
Drop.
Yeah. You're stuck. You're stuck. Could be potentially one more hit for Corono to take the set. Bubble set. What is it?
Oh, the throw's delayed, but the gold throw. That is going to scale the combo. It's not going to be enough.
Nice guard thrust. We're out.
And the 6-6B finds the final hit. Chrono Oki ending the set with a double perfect.
Yeah, really, really good stuff to the side of Corono. Really surprised me with how, like, I guess foundationally solid the Izumi was. I was not expecting all of that, especially because I know Chrono as basically a Carmine only player, so definitely surprised me.
Yeah, that was definitely some very clean play. Had some good routing as well. Probably the best routing we've seen outside of Defiant. Looking very good. We'll see if, you know, Chrono Oki can make it back through losers bracket to see if, you know, get a run back against Defiant or maybe Jushichi. But we will have to see.
Yeah, that would definitely be interesting. But Lid, is there anything that you want to tell the people about this Izumi character?
Yeah, just to bring you guys up to speed, maybe you hopped in the stream a little bit late. The Izumi Zumi is what you're watching, and it's what brought together all the team art creators today. So let's find out more about the initiator of the final act. Izumi joins the battle under the Dark Veil. Let's check out the character trailer for Izumi, who is the most recent character for Under Night in Birth 2, Sis Celeste.
Hello and welcome to the Izumi UNI2 Arcsys Invitational. I'm Fox. I'm joined here today with...
I'm Jadelyn, and I am excited that we are going through this bracket with so many Izumis. It has been a blast to get to watch.
Yes, I know a lot of people are, as our other commentators before have said, they're really excited that they got a new character. Izumi looks really fun. She's not too difficult right out the gate. She's got a lot of little things that you have to look out for. She has a fish that's an overhead sometimes. Sometimes she's plus when she doesn't have the scarf on. It's like a lot of small details with the character that people appreciate, and I'm glad we get to do this and show more of the character in a tournament setting.
Yeah, and I also really liked what Lid and Cookie were talking about earlier towards the beginning of the tournament, that with Izumi came a lot of updates to the practice mode that we have now in Uni. And I believe it was Cookie who said it, like, the best time to get into Uni is now, because there are so many tools at your disposal that you're ready and available to play. You know, your replay options are so high. There are so many different things that can get you to practice and get you to practice effectively. And I think that is fantastic. And also, yeah, Izumi has been a blast. I'm so excited, but we're just getting right into it.
So it seems like everyone's very committed to just saying, okay, I'm going to play Zumi because that's the tournament namesake. Maybe if we get to the winners finals, we might see a small change, but it depends on how the players feel. But right now we have Boardman versus Rinrin.
Yeah, so Boardman, great 3-0 earlier. Rinrin has not played this game as much. I believe posted a total of 26 minutes before coming into this. But Boardman just really showing off what you can do. But I like the counter there.
The wake up 5 BB from Rinrin. Uses the small steer ender, gets their turn again. Oh, that's one of the nice things about UNI2 is that the steer ender makes easy combos for people who are just like, I'm not sure how to route this, so I'm just going to press A+B after like 2 hits.
Yeah, it keeps it safe. It's a nice option, but Boardman doing really well here. Oh, the low, though, coming out from Rinrin, doing really nicely there. Yep, the overhead. Like you were saying, you know, Izumi does have a lot of options, and we've been able to see so many of those today, especially, gosh, that dash B is so good.
Yeah, Zumi dash B is a fast-reaching low. It hits twice. It makes it kind of hard for you to walk back around start. Oh, and another low that Izumi has through 2B, very active, goes pretty far. Hard to get used to.
That steer ender again, unfortunately, not going to work out really well. LFE is out in the background as well. Boardman going to take that one pretty easily. Put 1 on the board in this loser's quarters. If you do want to follow along, the bracket is available for you to check out, and you can see that in the chat. But we're just moving right through.
Yeah, you can see that Boardman kind of knows where he can take his turn contesting Rinrin almost after a lot of those steer enders on block, because they're usually like a hard number you can go with is like -4. So if they try to press something that's not invincible, you can usually press your fastest button.
Right. I like the setup there, and the steer ender, once again, you know, I do understand it is very, very safe, but you can see a little bit of the difference in the skill level going into this. Even though that combo is red, you could have teched out of it, but again, that's a knowledge check. If you're not used to the game, you wouldn't know that.
Oh, at the assault throw. Because Uni does have a pretty robust mission mode, or training mode, I should say. It teaches you a lot of stuff about the game, like, hey, you can hold buttons to tech. Sometimes when you do a combo, you have to worry about the way it starts, or you can do this as a mix-up. It'll actually teach you like very basic mix-ups for the characters you play.
Going back into the corner, the setup here, the steer ender on that side, but going to go ahead and finish that out with a little bit of meter. Yeah, lots of damage here. Good punish on the side of Boardman. Set up once again. The fish is out. And then just a plain overhead into a low. It's very solid gameplay.
Boardman kind of understands, like, this is the way Zumi plays. Her DP doesn't hit that high, so you can kind of hold up forward on her in the corner, kind of like how you would bait some other reversals in this game. So it seems to work pretty well for Izumi. So a lot of people who are like, yeah, Izumi's main weaknesses are being able to anti-air properly. That does help having something to fight her against.
I do like that as we continue through this particular set, we're seeing a little bit more out of Rin, which is cool. Again, so showing the accessibility and ease of getting into of the game. Does get trapped in that bubble, though, and that's something you have to walk out of. A little bit of a counter, but still in the corner. Dash 6C, or 660, excuse me, is just fantastic.
Well, still not holding buttons to tech. You gotta hold buttons to tech if you see that red beat. Because sometimes that will happen even in high-level play, just because people want to see if you can drop a combo and mess up your next attack. But you still have to be cognizant of, like, hold button to tech to make sure you don't eat more damage than you don't need to.
Right. Bubbles coming out, but countered once again. The corner carry doing fantastically. The low, once again, Izumi just has so many tools that work spectacularly at a multitude of ranges. Gonna go into the steer ender? Nope, just countered a little bit. Just a little 880 damage, but MadameRin does not have a lot of health on her side.
Oh, and there's the dash B once again. It's a really good tool for people who are not expecting a low attack to come out from a character dashing that far. Even though there's a couple of characters in this game who have dashing normals who go kind of far, like the most notorious one being Byakuya. His 6xB goes pretty far, and you're just like, oh, I'm out of range, and then you're just like, oh no, wait, they buffed this. It goes further than I expected to. So it's kind of difficult at the beginning because you're taught like, oh, you walk back to block, but then you have to be taught, oh, you have to hold down back to block the lows, and then it kind of goes against your natural order of learning things.
Yeah, that is very true. I like that you mentioned earlier too about the mission mode though, because we're talking a lot about learning, because so much of what we get to see in these brackets that are hosted for Team Art creators is, people who are learning characters or learning new things. We get to showcase, like when we had the Lucy tournament for Guilty Gear Strive the other week, have that, and then, we get to showcase Izumi here, but we're also showing how people are learning the game, and the mission mode, like you mentioned, Fox, is so incredibly robust. And you could spend literal hours in there learning. And a lot of this is available for anybody to learn, anybody to get their hands on. And Cookie and Lid mentioned the wiki as well earlier. That has been updated very, very recently. So if you're looking for a little bit more depth into that, go check out the wiki as well.
Yes, there are some things that the mission mode does not give you, but that's because of, there's certain constrictions that they have. They can't tell you everything in there. I mean, they probably could, but that is a lot more work. They want to give more resources to the community to say, hey, this is where you learn XYZ, the very specific details, like how a hitbox looks. Maybe we'll get that in the future, who knows? And I don't know what's going on down here. I do see Akatsuki, but I do see Izumi, and they're just kind of like swapping sides.
Yeah, they are. I'm not sure either. Be interesting. I mean, Jushichi does play Akatsuki to a very high degree. We're just gonna keep switching? Is that just what we're doing?
They're gonna make production's life kind of hard with the names, but Defi deciding to stick with the Izumi, I was kind of expecting that because Defi, they having won Evo last month, and a very close grand finals versus Big Black. It was very nice to see that. That was a very cool grand finals. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go to the Evo channel. You check it out. It was great. But I see Orie now.
Okay.
So Jushichi does play, to my knowledge, he plays Akatsuki, Orie, Hilda, a little bit of Zumi. I think he also plays like a small Gordo, but I think that might be like a hidden Pokken character. So we'll see what comes up.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So we are going to get the Orie. I've seen the Orie fairly frequently from Jushichi. But like you mentioned, with Defiant winning Evo, if you've not seen that, it was incredibly close and very emotional. And I know talking to Defi afterwards, he was really excited about getting to see Izumi in this character. So I'm glad to see him playing it.
Yes, a lot of people who picked up this character within the first week saw how many strengths she has. She has great corner carry, great normals, great staggers, great special moves to keep you from like moving horizontally across the screen. But as I said earlier, her ability to anti-air is not that great. So sometimes having a character with high air mobility will be a great way to get out of the corner and apply pressure.
I do think it's interesting that Jushichi did choose to do Orie, just because I feel like it really shows the caliber of the match and the respect for the pick, which is really cool. Yeah, it gets set up in the bubble. Oh, I really like the delay with the Elfie there to get the bubble beam and get this knockdown. That's great.
So throw will win the round for... Oh, Defi did a little bit too early. Jushichi gets the reverse throw. Big assault, but no confirm from Jushichi. Oh boy, we gotta be a little bit scared because there's chain shift on the side of Jushichi and gets counter hit by the stagger from Defiant.
Just challenges straight in the air. I like the bravery from that, but it was really calculated. And then using that diagonal Elfie to continue the combo into the corner. The backdash was really nice to just bait out a little move from Jushichi.
Jushichi probably expecting a throw attempt there because Zumi gets a combo in the corner off a throw. That makes her kind of dangerous, similar to Hyde in a lot of respects. But Defi gets one more setup after this knockdown. We'll see what Jushichi does.
Yeah, I'm curious. Oh, setting up another bubble. Oh, it was the C bubble too, so it was moving around. That was nice. That was really smart. I like that.
It looked like Jushichi tried to jump with a button because I saw the counter hit go off. So I'm not sure what he was trying to accomplish there. It was kind of sketchy, but Defi just kind of ran with the game plan of using the enhanced fish special move to get the overhead to clip him for holding up forward.
All right. Nice. Solid combo starter. One thing about Defi's game plan, no matter who he is playing, is that he's always so confident at round start and is really able to just assert the game plan. And we're seeing that now. We're seeing him take advantage of that. Look at the, sheesh, just shielding forever, but so much grid in response. We'll be able to get Celestial unless something changes here.
Jushichi waiting for his turn. He got the space he needed because Ori is great at traversing the screen with her A and B thrusts. Oh my god, and right when Jushichi was trying to get his turn, he got mashed on.
Yeah,
Defiant doesn't get a confirm. So Jushichi manages to get his own turn back, drops his own combo, and Defiant just kind of mashes again to get the same positioning in the corner with this next knockdown to probably end the round.
Yeah, most likely with that 200 meter, definitely got a lot that you can work with. Trying to, okay, he does use the guard thrust to establish the space once again, but once again, Defiant is not afraid to bring the fight to Jushichi.
Yes, earlier when I said Izumi doesn't have great anti-airs, the way she can alleviate that is by jumping with you into the air, and her jump A hits at a very desirable angle to catch characters who like to be mobile up there.
Really strong start in the second round from Jushichi, but the C, oh yeah, the C bubble did catch. You have to be really careful about how that is moving towards you. And then just a, you know, a nice standard combo, but it is going to carry to the corner. Using that creeping edge to get onto the other side is Jushichi, but how much you're going to be able to do? No, not a lot.
Looks like Defi knows exactly what Jushichi's trying to do on offense. Takes the turn right back after Jushichi presses 2 buttons. He does have chain shift available, doesn't block the fish overhead, decides to chain shift on wake up, gets contested once again, and Defiant is up 2-0 pretty handily.
Really strong gameplay, which is something that over the course of the last few years, and I mean years in general, we've come to expect from Defiant. But Jushichi's no slouch and is doing pretty spectacularly trying to keep up with it. But Defiant, like you had mentioned, just sort of understands inherently what Jushichi's going to do.
So now Jushichi getting a little bit more offense on this round start. He has to try to make sure, oh, he doesn't get grid broken like that. So now he's going to eat 10%, well now 20% more damage because of the additive bonuses. Dash B connects, he should get the knockdown, nope.
Nope, not quite, unfortunate. But using those waves to just keep Jushichi into the corner, keep the pressure, get the bubble set up, and then, oh, 2 fish for the price of 1. Using that diagonal angle fish, oh my goodness, this is kind of a fish massacre.
Gonna set up the bubble, so now this is very scary. Oh, combo drop, but Jushichi decides the reversal and Defiant blocked it out. Jushichi thought that maybe Defi messed up their setup, decided to do expire, but instead Defiant was just like, I'll just block, I don't really have to commit here.
Yeah, using just the regular B fish and then using that C bouncing fish just to create this pressure in the space, and it reverses back, and then you're using the dash C to connect and start your combo pressure once again. I really feel like once Izumi wants to get in, she absolutely can.
Oh, especially with one of those enhanced fish moves, being able to dash and just kind of be in, it lets her be plus. Oh my goodness, this should be the end of the round provided Defiant routes correctly. Oh, small
not
combo
quite,
drop.
but yeah, very, very close. Using that 100 meter for the fish bubble, uses another one, just creating pressure. Oh, but Thanatos comes out and just puts Aurier into a better position.
Ooh, another combo drop. Jushichi doesn't have any life to work with. He gets hit by cross-up jump B. And it looks like Defi was trying to maybe bait out a throw there, but the up forward just kind of crossed up Jushichi and got Defiant to win there. So now they move on the grand finals winner side, and Jushichi will be sent down to losers.
That cross-up was really, really gross, and I loved it. But I think it's, again, fun showing exactly what you were talking about earlier, is that there aren't a lot of air options for Izumi. It's anti-air options, but you can certainly meet them in the air, and that was really cool.
Yes, it's one of those things where a lot of people didn't know how they were supposed to interface with people who were jumping at them with this character. They were like, oh, everything's like kind of small and stubby. So people usually who want to air, you kind of like have to use your best air normal to try to fight that. And luckily enough, Izumi's jump A hits at a very good angle, and it's pretty big too for some reason. Because at initial look, you'll think to yourself, okay, it probably doesn't hit here, but it does. So now you're just like, wait, I could kind of just hit people who are directly above me if I'm jumping as well. And a character like Ori, she has different ways to kind of maneuver in the air to the stall as well. So it is of high importance that you have an idea how to fight her, or else she kind of just like flips around you and you get disoriented and you're not sure what you're supposed to do, but definitely gives you a good idea of what you're supposed to do with Izumi versus that character.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was a really good showcase of a character matchup for sure. And kind of going back to that mission mode, when you're talking about anti-airing in the very beginning, in mission mode, it pretty much just straight up says, it's like, there's not a lot that you can do for anti-airing except for like 3C, and that's really, like you had mentioned, really, really stubby. So, and it's better used as a launcher for the most part. So
Yes.
it's like you just have to be incredibly mindful of your positioning and then the tools that you have at your disposal, like you were talking about with that JA.
So it looks like up next we have our loser semi-match. Is going to be Kurooni versus Boardman, and okay, so it's going to be another Izumi mirror, but it looks like they were kind of hovering over Carmine. They're like, I don't know about this. Maybe they're not confident in the mirror match, but that's just one of those things well, especially because this is essentially just supposed to be like a showcase of the character. You can kind of do it if you want to. You're not forced to.
But it's certainly highly encouraged, and it's fun to get to see the new character. And it seems like it's been a long time, but it's barely been over a month since she was introduced to the cast. And I mean, even just playing online for a couple hours yesterday, a lot of people are enjoying playing her.
Yes, she has been played in a couple of online brackets over the last few weeks, and then also offline a couple times. And it's just doing the force function reversals to not have to block and wake up.
Ooh, yeah. This is looking a little rough for Boardman. And with the grid break too, oh buddy, you just do not have a lot of options at your disposal except for maybe dying.
Oh, yeah, Boardman gets the confirm, but doesn't get the whole thing at the end. Kuro doing a good job of keeping space, maintaining her life lead, making sure they don't have to go in too much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I do love that we're getting to see this distinct showcase of colors, and loved what Lid was talking about, how the colors that Boardman is playing are the Nintendo Switch colors. I did not know that. That's really neat.
Yes, those got added in during Clear. When Clear came out,
Right.
There was another subset of colors, I think the next 5, and they included the Switch type palettes for everybody.
I think that's a really cool homage to being added there. But speaking of, you know what, I can't make that transition. That was going to be terrible. In any case, we're going to get a lot more damage on the side of Kuronogi here. Oh boy, look, I just love the combo routing and structure that you can do with Izumi. It's so cool.
Yes, because a lot of her stuff is kind of straightforward in terms of her normals and special moves, you don't have to think too much about the way you want to corner carry somebody or get a knockdown with a bubble. It feels, I don't want to say beginner friendly, but I would say like after a little bit of playing, you just kind of understand what you're supposed to do with her.
Yeah, definitely. She's very, it just feels inherently easy to play and structure her combos. She's very natural feeling. I really like the way she's structured. Getting caught into the bubble, using the good old Elifie into the corner, and then, you know, just having her out is such a threat because you know any of those enhanced fish moves could come out.
And it makes it really hard, especially on defense, because if you block the overhead, it's slightly minus, but because it's spaced, you might not be able to punish. The other 2 follow-ups are just plus, so if your natural reaction is to mash, if she mashes the same fast normal, you usually lose in that situation. So you have to now look at another part of the screen when you fight a new character in this game.
That is very true. Okay, yeah, going in for the dash B and then creeping edge to get back on the other side, just preferring to be on that side of the screen, I suppose.
So,
Everybody, whoo!
it's funny because interacting with that fish, you need a projectile, if I'm not mistaken, to try to nullify it, but even then, it also depends on the position on the screen, and my goodness, Kuro just kind of blowing through that last match 2-0 pretty fast.
That was very quick. I'm looking up about the bubbles now so that we can get that answer.
Oh. So now Kuro's doing a good job of using the overhead. That's also a very hard thing to take stock of when you fight this character because she hasn't been out for too long. Seeing the fish go up, it's not your initial reaction to stand up, especially when she has such strong low moves in her repertoire.
And Izumi does have a a lot of low moves compared to some other characters in the game. And then just, once again, that C bubble is so threatening because you have to be aware of what's coming at you from two different angles.
And your initial reaction when you fight her, when you see the bubble, you'll think, oh, I'm just going to block the bubble. But because she has combo throw in the corner, you now have to deal with either blocking the bubble in time before she gets the throw, or trying to deal with the throw which she can bait out by backdashing or jumping forward to get you into the bubble anyway.
Right, it reminds me actually a lot of sort of the fairy mind games from Grand Blue. There's there's a lot of that sort of vibe going on.
Being able to make your opponent put into uncomfortable positions, making them have to make a choice sooner than later. Oh, and there's the force function change. You have to get the confirm afterwards. She can do that, although her force function is not throw invulnerable. So if you think she's going to do that force function on Wake Up, you can just throw it. But you do have to be careful about her maybe doing Wake Up infinite worth if she has the 200-meter stop.
Right. Wow, that was another quick one. So that was our loser semis, which means that Kuro's going to move straight forward into our losers finals, where Jushichi has not been waiting particularly long, to be honest.
He might have been labbing out something, hard to tell. Maybe he's thinking like, okay, I want to show off Oria. I think she's really cool. But it looked like he was dropping a couple of his confirms. He was unsure about how to fight, at least Defiant Izumi. We'll see if that gets a little bit better or he commits to go back to the mirror match.
Yeah, not sure. I mean, definitely been enjoying seeing all the mirror matches, like you were saying. You know, getting to showcase this character is really cool. This is a great opportunity to do it. But I know Jushichi does like to play Oria. Oh, but also Hilda, maybe?
Yes. He did play Hilda for a long stint of time recently. I would say like somewhere between the last 6 to 8 months. And he's kind of learned how this character works, because it felt like he was just doing it as a personal project of learning how she works, why a lot of people have difficulties versus her, because she's not a traditional zoner / set play character. She has a lot of dead zones, but it requires a good amount of finesse to understand how to get around those weaknesses.
Yes, that is very, very true. And if you are not prepared to do that, you are in for a world of pain and not a long set. But Kuro really seems like he's totally ready for that and is already challenging in the corner very effectively.
Ooh, slight reset there. Kuro probably wasn't ready for that Hilda combo to drop. So now Jushichi gets hit by the force function, but decides to roll out of the corner. So he's not mid-screen. Hilda mid-screen's a lot better, but not when she whips her force function like that.
No, that is really unfortunate, and now getting trapped in the bubble. We've seen this combo time and time again, and we know how effective it can be, especially when you have meter on your side like that. Getting to set up another bubble, have to be careful. Was expecting the throw, so they got the tech on it, which is great for Ju. But let's see what else we can do. Yeah, it does catch Kuronoki in the air here.
Sets up the Gloom, keeps him in place with the forward spike. So now Jushichi's just trying to make sure, Kuro can't set up a fish like that. No! Try to get rid of the fish with the linchpin, but didn't get anything. There's another grid thrust in the corner.
Whew!
So that move, I think it's like a very fast EX move, something like 10 frames, 11 frames, and if you don't have a way to contest it immediately, you kind of just give up that space, because the bubbles come out, she gets a confirm, she knocks you full screen.
Alright, yep, getting caught by that 214, I believe it's 214B. Now moving into the corner. Oh, expected the overhead tech once again, just really kind of expected places to throw, but now Jushichi is trying to pressure out of the corner, but Kuronoki's like having none of it. Just, you live here now.
They decided to use the chain shift with the force function to maintain positioning. Anti-dispersion comes through. Jushichi manages to get another clean hit. That is plus, you have to be careful about that. Side switch, set up the Gloom. No, that looked like an input error. We'll see what happens now.
Oh, I'd like the chain shift to keep it safe, and then the nice creeping edge to get out of the corner. But if you finish the combo with the EX, yeah, gonna go ahead and spend it. Does get around on a board.
Unfortunately for Kuro, that was probably supposed to be the end of game number 1, but they had to drop, and Jushichi capitalized on it. There's the EX round start that I was talking about. It's so hard to fight unless you have a specific counterplay option versus that.
Look at that. That's 4k damage at round start. Just a couple seconds in. It is such a mental damage.
Yes, eating that much damage round start is usually not good. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and the throw too. And then, oh my god, immediately into the dash B. Goodness, with a perfect, that is absolutely detrimental.
It looks like Jushichi's a little bit, I don't want to say not rusty, but it feels like he's dropping more than I normally see him drop. I don't want to say it's a connection issue. It could just be like maybe he's, like the name says up there, maybe he's just chilling. He's being at ease. He's not too stressed about what's happening.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the nice thing about these invitational tournaments is that it is a much more relaxed environment, but you do get to show off your skills. I do agree, though, that he does look a little less polished than he has in the past.
Hey, manages to get the clean hit after the wake up. Loop setup. Let's see what Kuro does on defense. Doesn't roll, they just down back. That's a lot of discipline to not immediately show some sort of option that's not blocking. Especially when you have Izumi's force function like that to try to get out of anything that's not a throw.
Right. You're using the dash to get forward, moving back into this corner. Really good blocking on the side of Jushichi. And again, very aware of when those throws are going to come in, so the tech is right on it. Another one.
Uh-oh. Teleport, chain shift. He gets gloomed by accident. That has to be
Yikes.
a missed input. So now he's going to eat a full confirm. He's going to be stuck in the corner. He's going to have to deal with the bubble after the EX. Let's see what Jushichi does on defense.
Ooh. Not a lot.
That might have been force function from Hilda, but I don't know if it's frame one off the ground, so it's hard to tell. I have to double check, but it looked like he was just trying to find a way out instead of blocking, and he paid for it.
Yeah, he sure did. Does get a punish from far away and using the teleport to continue the combo here.
Oh my.
That was a lot.
The charge jump C from Izumi hitting Hilda after her teleport, but the gloom still hitting Izumi anyway was kind of disorienting.
It was very disorienting. That's a good word for it. I was really confused for a second. That time does not counter the throw, and now we're going to witness what happens when you don't counter that throw. Yeah, you just have to block. There's so much going on, and there's so much you have to be aware of. The high-low in the corner from Izumi is so much pressure.
Oh, dash B again. He gets the gloom set up. Kuro decides to block there. Chain shift doesn't get anything. Oof. That confirm was looking a little bit sketchy, but Jushichi picked it up at the end.
Okay. Ooh, running underneath. Jeez, just they're both backdashing now. Good blocking, trying to be aware of what's going on. The grid break, though, this is a really good opening for Kuro.
Jushichi probably forgetting about the fish in that instance. That is overhead, so you have to be a little bit careful. Oh, gloom set up.
Yeah, wow, look at all of this damage that's coming out here. I just feel like Kuro's doing a great job, just sort of like Defi was, showcasing the character that looked like two whiff throws. They were just both slightly out of range.
Uh-oh. Chain shift. Catch to the backdash, no confirm from Jushichi. Kuro's doing an okay job right now. Yeah, I was going to say they're probably going to send out the EX bubble. I don't think this gets the confirm to win the round, but they're in a great spot.
Oh,
another
wow.
meaty overhead. And once again, Jushichi trying to escape the corner. You know, maybe he's thinking, oh, I don't want to have to block here. I'm just going to hold up forward. But Fish probably still caught the jump start up and sealed the round for Kuro. And it looks like Jushichi's just committed to the Hilda. He's like, screw it, I'm going in.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just simply must go in, and he did. And then starting off strong with the waves coming out, getting, again, so much damage. Are we going to get close to that 4K that we saw earlier? Probably. Especially with the EX. So, oh no, we're going to end it there. And then good tech on the side of Jushichi to try and reset back to this neutral position. But still 3.3K that you have to contend with for the start of the round.
Max away from the linchpin. Oh, it punishes the dash C from MadameRin with the Izumi charged wave. This is very good luck from Kuro. Oh, no confirm after the fish coming out of the ground. Jushichi trying to use force function, gets sniped there, unfortunately.
Yeah, going to be able to clean this up very, very well for Kuro. Coming into the next round with 200 meter as well. What's your round start? Backdash, interesting. But then, oh, from downtown, approximately 4 zip codes away, you get hit with an EX fish. Jeez.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know it went that far, so I learned something new today. That's actually good to know, because you don't want to get surprised by this character.
No, and that was very surprising. Full screen seems a little absurd.
Jushichi has room on the ground, just goes in for a mix-up, managing to corner Kuro, but Kuro takes that grab and gets a grab of their own forward, back into the corner, gets a full confirm because it bounced off the wall.
And Bubble coming out once again. Yeah, texting on that throw. I've been very impressed with how ready Jushichi has been to tech all of these throws. But just like you had mentioned, looking a little, I will say, rusty on the Hilda and not really getting all of the confirms that he's really wanting to.
He's playing a little bit slower than normal. Oh, there goes the low spike. I believe that's 2-2B from that range. Oh no. Combo drop. Blocks. Oh! Good interrupt. Oh no. Speaking of interrupts.
Yeah, this distinct possibility that you are dead, especially with this setup coming up here. Get another orb. You have to be careful. Gonna go in for the throw. No, backdash instead. But now it's Kuro on the back foot here. They're both pretty equal health.
Blocks the charged overhead. The 2-2C catches Curl trying to maybe do half screen overhead fish, but Jushichi was ready with his own EX and he stays in the game for now. He still has to win this next round if he doesn't want to be eliminated 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0 is kind of the name of this tournament, though, because I believe that's all we've had so far.
Oof. Empty low. Looks like Jushichi's trying to at least put one on the board. Snipes out Kuro with the Gloom. Kuro just dumps 100 meter, doesn't get anything, but now they get their turn with the chain shift.
That is one thing that Uni will let you do. It will absolutely let you spend that meter for nothing.
Which is really nice, because I think a lot of people want to just do flashy EX moves in games like these. They don't want to have to meet any other criteria like, oh my god.
That was really interesting. Yeah, got put back in the corner, now getting hit with this bubble setup that we've seen a couple of times already, even in just this set. Yeah, setup once again, gonna do another charged bubble. Coming in with the overhead, double overhead, but we get a VO. Very, very short, though, because of how little meter there was. A VO in return.
Let's VO back. Kuro should be able to get enough grid within the cycle. No, Jushichi shields properly to win more grid. He can now use chain shift if he thinks he can get some sort of confirm like that. Back spike hits, nothing though. He should be able to seal this round. There we go. Jushichi gets a game on the board.
Nice. That is our first non-3-0 of the Zumi. Love to see that.
I think it helps that he wasn't playing Izumi, so maybe he was kind of cheating right there. Kind of hard to tell. It could be.
Could be. I agree.
It wasn't Izumi only, so that's the caveat there.
Right. That is very true. But I don't think Kuro liked that very much because they're going for this massive setup once again. And just the overhead to the way that Izumi is able to capitalize off of one hit, the routing just makes it so simple.
So now applying really impressive pressure, but Jushichi manages to roll out, counter poke with the 5A. He's gonna get a really good Gloom setup in the corner here. Lockdown with the forward spike, empty low. Makes up his hard to block.
Yeah, ooh. Yeah, I like that it going high, but then Kuro was just really ready for that third, which was a low. Smart, but getting very caught out by everything Jushichi is putting out right now.
Sets out the Gloom? Yeah, that's how you deal with roll. If you think they're gonna roll on defense, you usually just meet them with a throw as soon as they get up, so that way they can't tech it and they get grid broken.
Ooh. The teleport is definitely one way to deal with the EX bubbles out of the gate. Will certainly work, and now, though, Kuro's just trying to maintain the corner pressure that was working so well for them in the first two of the 3 games that we've had so far.
Now back in the corner, there's the overhead, baits out Jushichi throw on defense. Probably gonna dump 100 meter here. They drop the confirm, there's the veil off.
Yeah, much more significant than last time too, based on the amount of meter. Oh god, just rolling everywhere.
Oh, there's the Roomba. No contest on the Roomba placement. You can try to swing on her when she's putting it down, you just have to be fast.
Oh, what a grid break. That's unfortunate for Jushichi. Golly, and that cross up too.
So now Kuro is on set point. Backdash, overhead fish from half screen, very strong. If you're trying to like dash up and down back, you have to immediately stand up. And she's just hovering over the bubble, no interaction, and then gets hit afterwards anyway.
Yeah. Huge. I like the way that Kuro is trying to push Jushichi into the corner as well anytime that he gets that opportunity. There's a little bit of a microcharge in there. Ooh, that was like a little bit of an instant break there, but not getting a lot out of this. Kuro backdash, or back walking, not even dashing. Nope.
Trying to full screen IW to catch Jushichi throwing out a projectile, doesn't get anything. Now Jushichi's in a good spot once again.
Yeah, in a very good spot. fish coming out, just jumps straight over poor little Elfie, doing her best. The throw, though, chain shift into the recovery just for a little bit there, but getting hit once again. Yeah, we're gonna get a nice 2-2 here.
Yoshichi kind of bullying with Hilda dash B and dash C. Looks like he understands that. He knows that Kuro's not really comfortable dealing with Hilda dash normals at that range, because sometimes if you haven't fought Hilda recently, you'll be like, oh yeah, she can hit me from there as you're trying to dash up. So you kind of have to have some way to get around that by either dash blocking into or just straight jumping over it.
Let's get a little bit of a counter. I like that as we've gotten more into this, the more that Yoshichi's played Hilda, the better things have been looking. And it's like you mentioned, just like his name said, he feels more at ease now.
Yeah, it's like more comfortable being able to poke at max range with like 2B, 5C, and then you can tell Kuro's just like, oh, I didn't have to deal with this before, and now he tries to run up, gets hit by linchpin, full confirm into the steer ender, bloom setup, trying to make sure Kuro can't move, and Yoshichi, very strong life lead, but you do have to be careful about getting put into the corner.
Yeah, the VO Roomba not gonna hit, but it's a good threat.
Ooh, that was an instant confirm with the dash C into the one hit of the steer ender. Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. Just go from one side of the screen to the other instantaneously. This is one away from Yoshichi going back into the top side of this bracket after it was looking pretty on the ropes for a little while.
Ooh, I don't know what he tried to do there. Maybe he got crossed up. That's one of those things you have to go into the replay takeover of the game and see what happens. I guess I throw after a small pause, trying to see what Yoshichi does in defense.
Going in for that low once again. Woof! 1EX. Yeah, just charging on the other side. Oh, and yeah, from downtown, but at least we knew to expect it that time. That is approximately 4 zip codes away with that freaking fish.
I'm surprised Yoshichi didn't try to either roll through it or like stand and shield it or teleport away. It looked like he tried to fight it some other way and he just lost. So maybe he's being a little bit too cheeky. We'll see what's going on.
Any information is good information, I guess, but now he knows that he can't counter it whatever way he was attempting to.
Ooh, no 3C attempt from Kuro, so that might give Yoshichi an idea that he knows that Kuro's not comfortable trying to anti-air jumping forward Hilda.
Yeah, that's a really interesting piece of knowledge to have.
Ooh, takes the grab, back into the corner. Trying to snipe a jump, but Yoshichi has to be careful of fish. Yep, there we go. Teleports back after the skewer.
Oh, it stayed right out of the range of that skewer. The back skewers have been really, really beneficial for Yoshichi, so I can see why he's putting him out so much. But right now they're both playing much more carefully than they had in the previous rounds, just because, you know, you're one away. Ooh. With a grid break, this could be the opening that Kuro's looking for.
5BB starter. Should be able to end the round, provided we don't drop the confirm and just spend the 100 meter.
Yes. Whew, I was holding my breath.
That was looking very dicey at the end there. Because it did happen to Kuro prior, where they dropped the confirm to win the first round of game one, I believe. But she came back and got that one. But this time they closed it out. It looked like they were about to get reverse 3-0'd, but they stayed calm. They were like, okay, I know what to do, and they brought it back. And now they're going to be in grand finals on the loose side,
which is really cool, because hopefully we will be getting that mirror match again. But before we get into that, I do want to mention that for our Hunter x Hunter fans who are in chat, I am one of them, so this is exciting for me. Calling out to all of our Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact fans, we have a special look at the Season Pass 1. In addition to Pito, the first additional character in Season Pass 1, the silhouettes of the remaining 3 characters have been revealed, and we can take a look at that.
Hello and welcome back. Thank you for giving us that nice little segue into the Hunter x Hunter look of Season 1. And of course, everybody at home, thank you for joining us so far today. We are already at our grand finals. We're going to get to that soon. But I just want to say thank you to Arcsys for letting us have this nice little invitational today, because it's always nice to have community-sponsored type events, whether it be through tournaments, through some sort of like maybe team, because I know there's another I guess esports team tournament going on like throughout the weeks. I don't know what the progress of that looks like, but it's good to see that the community is still making sure that everybody's on some sort of strong looking team, and you get some sort of combinations of players where you're just like, hey, that doesn't seem kind of fair, but it does give good sport. It makes sure the community knows that even though there's not a lot of tournaments happening for Under Night all the time, at least offline, online, just something to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely. And it's nice to have the support of the developer and, the support of the production company to, have that at our backs. And I feel like Team Art Creators has been a really great way for everybody to start showcasing not just, being a player or being a commentator or things like that, but also for the cosplayers and for the artists in the community. There's monthly art prompts and cosplay prompts, which is really cool to get to see. And then having at those bigger events that we've been able to have at EVO, at Arc World Tour, everybody getting together and being able to showcase all the things that we've been able to do has been really, really fun. And it's been a great way to showcase the love for all of the different games that Arcsys has. And I was just ridiculously excited about seeing Nen Impact. I've been playing a lot of Nen Impact, truth be told. So getting to see the rest of the characters in the trailer, and Neferpito is one of my more favorite characters in the anime, so I'm excited to try her. So that was really cool to get to showcase.
So I don't know if I do believe the last time we applied for the creators application, it was somewhere in December of last year, January of this year. So maybe those have opened up again, or if they are open, make sure you get your information. I think you can go to creators.arcsysworks.com to make sure you get a chance to put an application, because I know Jushichi is one of those people who wasn't in the initial wave of people, but he got in recently, and that's why he's in this tournament.
Which is really cool. Yeah, actually, in the chat right now, we've been having, not right now specifically, but there is something that says we are inviting you to join us if you want to be part of Team Art Creators. There is a link. It's been going through our lovely little Nightbot. If you would like to apply, it has been a ton of fun to be part of Team Art Creators. And yeah, and then you get to be part of something really cool and really creative. I did the art contest. It was the MS Paint art contest. It was so silly. I did the world's worst Nine the Phantom. It was phenomenal.
It's one of those things where you don't have to necessarily be someone who streams all the time, make content. Technically, a lot of stuff is content, but you think of it in ways of hobbies that you want to enjoy. So either be cosplay, art, streaming, making silly videos. You can do any of that stuff, and that's why this is very important for Arc System Works games, to make sure that the community knows that there's something that's appreciating them, even though it's not something that everyone knows all the time. But when stuff like this happens, you're like, oh yeah, that's right, I can be a part of it, and it would be really fun.
Yeah, and I think there's something like a Halloween related contest coming up too, which is always so much fun. They did a Guilty Gear Halloween contest a couple years ago, and that was amazing.
I can imagine, because I feel like Guilty Gear is probably the series where you get a lot of good Halloween cross outfits, where you can be like, oh, bad guy in a pumpkin helmet or something like that. Oh,
yeah.
Speaking of, it looks like we're just gonna have more Izumi.
We Rezumi the Izumi. That was terrible. I will see myself out. In any case, we are going to get the mirror match here in our grand finals against Kuro and Defiant. So Defiant in the yellow and Kuro in that black and pink.
So already Defiant has Kuro cornered. Oh, he didn't manage to snipe out the jump, but maybe next time we'll see Defiant just kind of give up the same space and just meet them in the air with the jump A. But right now they're getting pushed back to the corner themselves.
Getting hit with a counter hit there. Most likely going to be able to take the round unless Kuro drops something. No, not with... Oh, they did drop something. That is unfortunate. It's a lot of meter lost on that. So I've seen Defiant come back from worse too.
Yes, actually, yes. Defiant doesn't... They're about to get 100 meter. They're waiting for... Yeah, I was going to say, they're waiting for Kuro to maybe jump out of the corner. The anti-air 2B. They try to space up the force function. They have chain shift available, so they're probably going to, there we go, use it all in offense like that, and they managed to clutch out that first round.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, if you think Defiant is out of the game due to health, you are not correct. Defiant will make the comeback.
Yes, he's a world-class caliber player, being able to make any bad situation into a great one as long as he has enough time to, think about the situation he's in and pick the right option. Oh, but he gets back thrown into the corner by Kuro. Full confirm. Kuro also has a cycle, so they get the benefit of spending 100 meter and getting 25 back. They try to go for a hoverfish mix-up. That's very cute.
Yeah, I like that. Just throw right into the bubble. No, you live here now. I do like the way that the bubbles change shade based on the color outfit that you've picked as well. Yeah, and this big bubble into the seed or into the charge bubble afterwards is just such a good set. Baby, you do that setup all the time. What did you expect?
It's very hard to try to contest that, even though you know it's probably coming, because you're like, oh,
yeah.
I also play this character. I know what she does, but it's one of those things where. Because it's a human response, you don't have the perfect answer. You have to, you just have to guess at the end of the day. You have to see what their common option is. Speaking of common option.
Yeah, just do the exact same thing. Oh, I like that. I love the way that you can set that up so as soon as the bubble releases, you're just caught once again.
Definitely doing a good job of trying to see how Kuro gets out of the corner, but they just say, screw it, I'm going to go in, uses the enhanced fish overhead to get a full confirm, back in the same situation. Oh no!
Oh, yeah, that's so difficult to deal with. Okay, but that time, yeah, the dash B is such a huge tool and part of Izumi's toolkit. And I love getting to see that, but what a counter hit with the CS. Jeez.
Oh, doesn't get the rest of the confirm, but they're in a great spot. They're just gonna win the cycle, hold on to some meter, try to punish anything Kuro does that's an overextension. Oh my goodness. Okay, I didn't think that jump B was gonna hit like that, but it just does, I guess.
It simply does. Yeah, I just feel like Defiant is so aware of how that's gonna hit because he's won on a lot of jump-ins like that.
Yeah, Defiant's his ability to recognize where you're trying to take your turn back in an unorthodox way is very uncanny, because a lot of people usually don't adapt that quickly, especially in a game like this where sometimes jumping is not the best thing to do, but recently a lot of people discovered it is.
Yeah, definitely. I'm seeing now, to the same idea counter. I love that it was exactly the same damage on both sides as well. Ooh. Yeah, 2 fish for the price of 1. Now we're getting that low into the overhead and just, goodness. I feel like when Defi enters a bracket, you're just like, can they be stopped?
And the answer to that question is, it depends on how good you are as a player, and even then that's still really hard. Because I've seen Defi get sent down to losers and then just sometimes make a big run where it seemed like they shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Completely agreed. I've seen that as well, and it sort of depends on what Defi feels like playing that day. All right, same idea once again, but this time able to open up a little bit more quickly for Defiant and sending Kuro into this corner once again. The setups, same thing that we've been seeing. This is just like a really common setup that we have in the corner. And nice tech on the throw, good anticipation of that.
Blocks the assault overhead, doesn't get the throw on the green shield. That feels really bad for Kuro. They would have got the punish, but they were a little bit too far. So now they take their turn back. DP gets, the first one she gets punished by the EX bubble forward. Gonna get a mid-screen knockdown. Is not as good for her, but you have a life lead in this position, so you take those.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stand coming in for the jump. Challenging that bubble. Does get hit by the wave, but the dash B doesn't connect. Doesn't matter, though. It's gonna be a round for Kuro. Still have to be careful, though. Defiant is 1 game away from closing the Zumi out.
Ooh, tried to backdash after the 2-1-4 B plus C, but doesn't get a full punish on that. Defi doesn't have any meter, but they're looking to win the cycle. I was gonna say if they managed to not get hit.
Unfortunately, they did get hit, so now taking a significant portion of damage here. Yeah, gonna go ahead and set up the bubble, but the chain shift doesn't keep safe because you got a grid break on top of it, but because of where the cycle was, it's already reset. It wasn't as detrimental as it could have been.
Vortex out of the corner, so now Defi trying to find a way to get out. They don't win the cycle, but they have meter, text the yellow grab. Now Kuro's gonna do their best to make sure Defi can't get out.
Okay, good tech, backdash, keeping it safe. All right, Kuro's looking pretty strong in the second round of our 3rd game. Yeah, the setup is nice here. Does have the meter to spend and was a little late, so kind of curious as to what's going on. Oh, you gave Defiant an inch and he's gonna take a mile.
great counter poke with 2B. That's probably one of Izumi's best buttons overall. Just goes really far, very active. Got hit by the bubble trying to jump on defense. Oh, no, wait. I think he just won.
I think he did too. I think he did just win this round. Yeah, 2 fish, and then he's going to go ahead and close it out. Yes, spend the meter, might as well. 1 round away. Once again, Defiant on the brink of losing to get all the way back.
Ooh, get sniped for trying to do dash C there by the overhead fish. Gonna get pushed into the corner, but he won't have to deal with the bubble Uki. Decides to bail off. Decides to spend all that extra meter to try to keep his turn. And manages to get the throw to win the cycle.
Really well done. Very good awareness of where the mechanics of Uni were in that moment. And then gets a grid break. This is a much bigger grid break because of the cycle timing. Yeah, using that bubble again. And then using that 3C to launch. But Kuro with a throat. Nope, never mind. Defi back on the other side.
Defi just doing wake up 6-6C because as long as you don't get hit by anything on wake up, you can kind of just do that to see how you can get in, crush a low, crush a throw. Double overhead blocked. This might be the last chance for Kuro if they're not careful because Defi does have to cycle.
Yeah. Defi is being careful, but yet no follow-up for Kuro. You're just chipping away at this life pool that Kuro has left. Does stand up, does a little bit of a counter hit. This could finish it.
It's looking very close. Doesn't get the knockdown, so Defi still has another chance. That is plus. Defi knows better.
Yeah,
There's
guard thrust.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what a hit.
Anti-air 2B. I guess that it's a bigger vertical hitbox than I originally thought.
Oh, that was really back and forth at the end there. I loved the tension that match had. And I'm really curious if anything changes, but I do see that Defi's using a lot more, I was about to say, of that 6-6C. There was 3 of them in a row. 4 of them now.
I mean, it's a pretty good move. Yeah, it advances her across the screen, hits several times, goes over certain things, crushes some throws, and maybe even anti-airs. It does a lot of good things for her.
Yeah, it really does. Great opener. And I mean, with primarily just 6-6C and some 214As just creating intense pressure that Kurno just has to deal with.
Bubble, the fish comes up as well, remembers, but doesn't block the next fish overhead. Oh, double overhead block, but tries to throw on defense, and Defi was already pressing button on the way down, and they're on set point once again.
Incredible stuff. Okay, yeah, and just opens up with the dash C once again. Really, really strong moves here. Getting caught in the bubble, using the A, but then, oh, the recovery from that was really long, and that's just allowing Defi to run their game plan.
They get the fish tackle follow-up. It gives a great confirm. It's also plus on block, too, so if you want to find a way to get in, as long as you have the enhancement afterwards, you get it. Should be able to IW at the end.
Yep.
Very nice. And Defiant wins the Zumi Team Art Creators Invitational 3-1.
Yeah, with a double perfect at the end, no less, which is incredible stuff. It was so much fun to get to see that, though, and thank you to all of our players, many of whom brought fabulous Izumis into this, and we got to see not only a wide array of players, but also of like colors and game styles from beginning to Evo Champion, which I think is really cool.
Yes, a lot of people would think that, because, I don't play the game a lot, I don't have the ability to play Under Night, when it's like, no, you have a lot of tools, there's a lot of information out there on social media, and even if you just go into the training mode of the game, the tutorial mode of the game, it does teach you a lot. It can be kind of overwhelming sometimes, but if you take it in very small steps, a day at a time, you'll learn and retain the information at a speed which would suit you best.
Yeah, completely agree. This game, like you said, it has all the tools available, and not only within the game, but like you said, the community is such a huge part of this. There are people who are putting out videos, who are putting out guides, who are streaming, who are so willing to help. You being one of those people, of course, that are so willing to help and make sure that, Under Night continues to have this legacy that it's had for so many years. And it's a really, really fun game. It just genuinely is a ton of fun. If you haven't picked it up, highly recommend it because it's a lot of fun. The community is strong. I mentioned earlier, like, I was just doing random matches midday Eastern and did not have any trouble finding random ranked matches in the middle of the day. So there's still a strong community if you want to learn to fight it.
Yes, I know a lot of people used to say that, oh, I would turn on ranked at like 1 a.m. and wouldn't fight anybody, and I'm just like, maybe you picked the wrong day, because if you pick 1 a.m. on like a Thursday night, you might find just a streak of people to keep fighting on ranked. Your mileage may vary. I'm not going to say it's going to be perfect all the time, but I do think that usually when I also boot up ranked, I don't have that issue. So sometimes later in the evening, like around 7 p.m. till the 10 p.m., I'll usually find a good slew of people up until a certain point where I'm just like, okay, I have to stop. But I don't think, even if you can't find anybody, you should just kind of give up. You should try to do your best on maybe interacting with the community on Discord, which there's a main UNI Discord. I forgot the actual extension to it, but someone will give you that information if you ask around to the right people. They'll give it to you. And even then, there's people like you as well. You and me, we're both streamers. We stream the game, and we know a lot of people in the community who would just be like, oh, we can redirect you if you ask us and we'll help out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, never be afraid if you're interested in getting into this game and you see somebody streaming it to ask how you can access it and the community better, because we're so willing to help with that. But yeah, I think we are good for today. Thank you to everybody who is here in the audience and who participated in Zumi. Thank you to production for always being fantastic and making things run smoothly. I'm Jadelyn. You can find me across almost all social medias at Jadelyn Gaming, except for on Blue Sky, which is jadelyn.wakeupbuttons.com. And I stream a lot, and you can find me most days of the week starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, streaming some variety of games, usually fighting games. What about you, Fox?
I am Makoto Fox across most social media. I think about everything. Yeah, if you look up Makoto Fox, you'll see that. I also stream pretty regularly Monday through Friday, from anywhere between 4 p.m. EST to roughly like 8 or 9 p.m. EST. Depends on how I'm feeling that day. But I also upload stuff on YouTube. Like both of us, we do commentary for fighting games whenever we go to one in person, or if we are asked to participate in events like this, we will do our best to make the accommodations to make the time, so that way we can help provide proper information for everybody.
Yeah, which is always a lot of fun. So thank you to Team Art Creators for having both of us here, because it's always just a blast to get to do and to work with you, Fox. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I do appreciate being able to see the people who I came up with like some time ago, because I remember when you picked up Type Lumina, I was like, you did BB Tag, you're very good at BB Tag, and then you learned Type Lumina. I'm like, all right, good, that's good. I can trust another person to have the same wavelength of stuff, but we can bounce ideas off of each other and talk to each other to make sure that, okay, I'm not confident on this, or I'm confident on this. I know this person's here. How do you feel about this? It's one of those things where I believe being able to be partnered with people, I'd say multiple times, helps give good rapport. So that way you see energy bouncing off of each other and being able to understand each other without having to say anything most times.
It's so incredibly true. So I don't have anything to add to that. That was perfect. That's exactly how I feel. So thank you everybody. That is going to do it here for us. We did just see in the chat, though, if you're interested in joining Team Art Creators, that link is up. Come join us. We're having a blast. That's going to do it for us here. Thank you so much for joining us at the Team Art Creators and with Arc System Works for the Izumi. We will see you next time.